gentlemen. Alright guys, real estate agents watching this video this morning, we are here with Stella. Stella, you came from Singapore not too long ago, and this is about less than 3 years ago.
Yes, less than 3 years ago.
So let's talk about your story, because as you know, as we are preparing to go into 2019, 2020, there are so many real estate agents who's scratching their head. They're just trying to survive, not thriving, but they're just trying to survive in this information age, where because they've been trying to call, prospect. It's not like they're lazy. They're doing what their brokers, manager has been asking them to do. Their coach, some of them actually paying thousands of dollars to a real estate coach, and their coach basically asks them to door knock some more doors, and they feel frustrated. Right? They are not doing well. As a result, their family is falling apart. Do you know that real estate agent has one of the highest divorce rate? Their family falling apart is because they work 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, but there is nothing to show. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine you're getting a job and 20 years you've been in whatever job it is, 20 years from now, you have the same problems as somebody who's completely brand new. And that is real estate business. Real estate agents who's been in business for 20 years have the same challenge as somebody who's just brand new. And you know what the challenge of real estate agents? Every day when they wake up, regardless how long they've been in business, they're just, okay, where's the next clients come from? That's crazy. How can you be in the same business for 20 years, have the same problem as somebody who just got the license last week? But this is our industry, very interesting industry, right? So let's hear about you, your experience, who is Stella, right? Where you come from, and what's your story before you joined the team and after you joined the team, and how does the team system actually help you and your family life?
Okay, so before I joined the team, I'm actually from Singapore. So my background experience is actually sales and marketing. So I have no relevant experience in real estate. So when I came to US like 3 years ago, I have no relevant experience in any other job over here, because my job is all in Singapore. So when I flew here, I have no expectations of what I'm gonna do, what I have to do. So I have completely zero expectations. So before I joined the team, I have a lot of uncertainty because I have no relevant experience in this industry. I have no experience in like the cities, where the cities are. I have to switch from a right-hand drive to a left-hand drive. So there's a lot of things going on in my mind at the time when I want to move over.
That's crazy.
So
the whole series on
yeah,
new.
yes.
Even the
New
driving
cities.
is new.
Driving is new, cities is new, everything is new to me. So there's a lot of uncertainties when I move over. So at that time, I just have zero expectations. So the reason why I joined is because I have a friend who was previously in this team, part of the team. So the friend actually was posting, I think he's the only friend I have that's in this industry, and he's been posting actively in Facebook, open escrow, close escrow, open escrow, close escrow. Then at the point of time I was thinking, wow, he's doing really well. So that is when I actually just take the lessons for real estate with zero expectations. And that is how I got into this industry. Wow. So when I passed, I actually texted him and say, oh, I'm actually very new to everything. Can you just guide me through where I should go and what I should do? Not really expecting to join the team, but just in general. So I was being, he actually gave me a link to know more about the team. So that's the day when I contacted you, met up with you, and this is how it started.
You know what you just said? You're looking for somebody who's doing well in life. And then you model. That's called modeling. Modeling is you find something that works, and then you just have to duplicate it over and over and over again. But that takes one part, which is you gotta be humble and you have to be coachable. And you did. You actually, once you see somebody who's doing well, you raise your hand and you approach and you ask, hey, how does it work? And then you took action. So how's life before when you first joined the team, and how are you doing now?
So before I joined the team, I saw your video saying that there is no cold calling, no door knocking. I was thinking like, really? Is that really true? So after you join the team, it's really true. So there's no cold calling, there's no door knocking. The team system really helps me to focus 100% of my time to service my clients, so that I can actually focus more on them, and the team can actually help run the system.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's what the team system.
Yes, the team
is
system
designed
to help.
free up your time.
Yes, to help free up my time,
So you can
so that
focus.
I can help service my clients and have more time with my families and friends.
Yeah, and you just got married. When did you get married?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So how's life? How's I see you and your husband do a lot of
Hiking,
You guys like a
road
lot of
trips,
physical activities.
a lot of outdoor adventures.
So how do you manage your time? How can you be so highly productive in a completely brand new environment? Not only a brand new environment, brand new industry, everything is brand new. How can you be at the top 5% of all real estate agents in America as far as income-wise, and at the same time have the time,
To
because
do what
I
I
see your
want.
post on Facebook, like you go on more vacation than most agents sell homes. Like, how can you do that?
Well, when it's time to work, I really focus 100% of my time showing homes, following my clients, meeting them to show homes, help with negotiations to get offer accepted. So other than that, I also plan a time for my families and friends to go out with them to do hiking, so that I can have work-life balance.
So time management.
Time management.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about time management. Like, how are you able to manage? Because you know what, Stella, I notice everybody who's doing well in life, nothing to do with real estate, but anybody who's doing well in life in general, are highly protective of their time. So how do you manage your time every day? So you are not only highly productive, how you surround yourself with the right people, and at the same time have the time with your invest in your family, in your marriage, in your relationships.
So for me, daily is more about I think it's really, when I wake up, I just go to the gym. After gym, I just come to the office. So it's like a daily routine that I do. So other than that, I will just follow up with clients, when are you available to look at homes? So other than that, most of my calendar, if you can see, is blocked.
Yeah.
Because I focus a lot of time to service the clients that I'm currently working with.
Right. So I think that's one of the reasons why you can be so productive. Right. You focus on not only showing homes, but showing homes to
not
the clients.
available.
That's not available online.
Yeah.
What time you wake up what time you wake up in the morning?
7.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you do first thing?
Just go to the gym, walk the dog, go to the gym with my husband.
Yes.
Yeah, spend some time with your family before you start.
So
working.
savers. This is what Stella is saying. SAVERS. 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 So first, it's a silent moment. Right? First thing, we wake up in the morning. I wake up at 6 o'clock every morning. Silent moment. Either you pray, you have meditation, but you actually have a self-reflection before you engage with everything else. Silence. Right? Silent for a minute. And then A is affirmation. Affirmation is we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves that, hey, do you realize the story about Jim Carrey? Or they talk about, hey, I am a winner before they were a winner. Right? Affirmation is positive thought, your positive thinking. You tell yourself, there's a list of affirmation that, hey, this year I'm committed to serve like you. This year, my first year, I'm committed to serve 25 families, for example. Right? So that's an affirmation. And then visualization, you visualize the outcome. And then exercise is exercise. You go to the gym, or you said you just walk around?
Walk the dogs at the park.
How long do you do that?
Probably 30 minutes.
30 minutes a day.
Yeah, depends. Yeah,
That's
depends
good.
on schedule.
Exercise. And then
Exercise.
R is the reading. We do 30 minutes a day reading here in our team. We are Titanium University that we give people in our team, Stella, access to knowledge. That's included as part of our association, affiliation here with our team. Because I believe that it's one thing for you to give a man a fish, it's a whole different thing for you to teach a man how to fish, right? So, and then what else? What else contribute to your story here?
What
Life
else?
before and after.
Well, after I joined, I still have no expectation what I will be moving down the road, because I have no friends. I mean, I only have one friend that's in this industry, so I don't have a lot of friends that I can kind of like compare. So what I did is just to focus, follow your system, attend training every morning. That's what I did when I started. And that's how I learned along the way.
That's being coachable.
Yeah, that's how I learned a lot along the way. I learned a lot about how to negotiation. I learned how to do ultimate offer package. All the smallest little things, it helps me to service the clients better.
Let's use example, Stella, because right now in this industry there's so many, but everybody claims to have training. You understand?
Yes.
So we don't want to. Now we use the word training. Real estate agents already immune with the word training.
Yeah.
You know, because when they say training, I was talking to Sophie the other day. When they start training in the other office, it's more like motivational. You know, like, yes, Stella, you can do it. You are the best. Get you all excited and blah, blah. But do what? You know what I mean? So since you touched the issue about the training system and stuff like that, let's talk about that. How does it help you be able to help the clients by following the system?
There was a client that I worked with a few months ago. They actually received multiple offers. So my client, we are not the highest offer. So instead of, because what I did is I actually asked the seller's agent why the seller is selling. Because by knowing the seller's why, it benefits us by writing a personalized love letter. So I help with my client to write a love letter, the letter to the seller, stating why they're buying. So the seller is selling because their daughters actually moved out of state. The house is actually meant for the daughters, so they moved out of state. So my client, they actually wanted to buy the home for the daughters. So the reason is actually kind of similar, find the common ground. So which is why we wrote the love letter. And when I talked to the seller's agent, she was telling me that, you know what, your offer is not the highest, and out of the 8 offers, only you write a love letter, write a letter to the seller, which is how we got the offer accepted.
That's really, really
this is just
powerful.
one example.
That's one example
That's
that
just-
happened last week.
That's just one example.
That's powerful. So from your perspective, how does the team system set up, and how does it benefit you? How does it benefit the clients?
So the team system, how it works is, what we need to do is just to check our calendar frequently, because the moment we check our calendar, we will see our appointments are being booked to us on a specific date, on a specific time. So what we need to do is to pick up the call, just give a confirmation to the client to confirm the appointments. So we are being booked appointments and not given leads to call.
That's a major difference.
That's a major difference. And when you are servicing the client, showing them homes, we actually have transaction coordinator that's helping with my current escrows that's going on with paperwork. So following up with escrows on paperwork, following up with clients on paperwork, getting documents to e-sign. So that I don't have to worry, because I do know that my TC is taking care of all these paperwork while I'm servicing my clients, showing them homes.
So therefore the clients always, from the client's perspective, they always have you.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about your family, your young family, you and your husband and stuff. What does it mean? Like, how often do you, like, what else do you do other than every day walking your dogs and stuff?
What else do we do?
Because I noticed, how do you schedule your time off? Like, how do you, like, I noticed you just came back from New Mexico not too long ago, and then you came back from wherever, like it's always
like
hiking.
few weeks ago, few months ago, we always, me and my husband, we communicate all the time. We actually talk about working, how to say, we actually have time allocated just for vacation. So we always talk about it. Oh, you know, like we work hard during this period of time, then maybe a certain time we'll actually go for vacation for a week. So we actually block out our calendar a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you know
we
what?
plan ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's another successful principle that every successful people that I know, they actually plan it out. They don't just, okay, what should I do now? You know, you actually plan out ahead of time. Okay, we're gonna take vacation. So how often do you, so every day you and your husband always spend time together in the morning? But then what else you do together? I'm talking about family, you and your husband.
Yeah, just go walk the dogs, gym. Then after that we work on our own. After that at night we will just like just.
And how often you travel?
How often we travel? It depends. We usually travel in October. Usually we travel in December, but because Albuquerque is a yearly affair that happens in October, which is why we were there. But usually we travel at the end of the year when we are less busy.
So typical recruiting call from the other office is gonna sound something like, "Hey Stella, we're gonna hire split and stuff like that." So what's going on in your mind as you, because that tied up into the value of the
I
team
think
system
for
as well.
me, I'm not very affected by that because I know that by being in this team, I'm happy, and also recently I've been helping the newer team members to get to helping them to like in terms of negotiation, in terms of like putting together ultimate package. So I feel that I have a different I have a different role now. I feel that I am able to help my teammates right now. Yeah, it's not about just myself. It's about me and my team.
Or you help other people. Your life has to be
Yeah.
like a channel, like a river. You know what a river is? It's always flowing. If you hold with your hands like this has nothing to do with real estate, but life in general, right? If you hold your money like this with a closed hand, you are less likely to do well in life. But if you hold it with an open arm, kind of what you just shared, you are looking at your life now as a channel of blessings, basically.
Yeah.
And the more you share, the more you bless other people. Guess what? Your life, by nature, will always be more
I
powerful.
feel that they will feel it and they can see it. So that's how you get your referrals as well. Like they'll say, oh, you know, I have an agent that they are, you know,
They actually
that they
care
are-
about me.
kind of,
Right.
they did told me that, yeah.
Because the client can feel the
Yeah.
difference between transactional and relational, right? Everybody says I'm here into relationship, but they can feel whether it's transactional or relationship. That's
Yeah.
really good. Anything else, Stella, you want to share as far as your story, your experience with the team?
Overall, I think if I can do it with no experience, no relevant experience in this industry, and being very new in this country, if I can do it, any one of you can do it too. You just have to be coachable
You have
and
to be
follow the
coachable.
system.
Correct. Like, what's your struggle in the past 2-3 years here with the team? I'm sure they struggle.
I think for a start, I'm really struggling because I use the word overwhelmed with my client, with my husband all the time. I say, oh my gosh, there's so many things to learn. I don't know about this, I don't know about that. There's a lot of things that I really need to learn from scratch. Because coming from Singapore, I have a pretty stable career. So I have to forego my career, leave my job, sold my car in order to move over here.
Wow.
So it's really tough. It's really, really tough. So there's a lot of things. It's really starting from scratch. Yeah.
Man,
So
how can you do that? Because I know you did pretty well in Singapore. What did you do before in Singapore?
I was doing sales and marketing for Subaru.
Yeah.
So I travel a lot for work. I fly a lot for work.
Yeah, you are like
Yeah.
executive. They are like very busy.
I love my job there too. So in order to move here, I have to quit my job, sold my car, and yeah. So it's really tough to be starting from scratch, from point zero here in US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned just now before the camera, you said that
Yeah.
in the before you are doing what you
What
love.
you love. Yes.
Now you love what
love-
you do. Can you talk more about that?
I love what I do right now is because I feel that before I feel that work is just like work. Sometimes it's like, oh, I need to work tomorrow. But now I feel that I love what I do is because it doesn't feel like work to me. So sometimes my friends were asking me like, oh, where are you going later on? Or where are you going tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to the office. So, oh, you're in the office? Yeah, I go to the office anytime. It's like a second home to me. So it's just, it doesn't feel like work when you love your work. I think it takes time to really know what makes you excited. For me, it's because every time when I pass the keys to my clients, and when Joseph and I was doing like video testimonials with the clients actually like express how happy they are working with me. So that's when I realized, that's the time that I should help more families like them. It's that aha moment, like you know.
Yeah, you are not just buying and selling homes.
No,
You
it's not
actually
about that.
influencing their family.
Yes. It's much more than just buying, selling a home.
You know
That's why I think in general, when you care, the customers appreciate it, that you really care for them. It's not about just buying and selling home.
Yeah, and it goes back to the team system,
Yes,
free up
it
your
goes
time
back-
so you are
yes.
actually focused on
So you have
servicing
more
the
time
client.
on the clients to focus on them.
Building relationship takes time,
Yes,
just like
it does.
anything in life. You know, you
Yeah.
cannot have a relationship and then, I'll just meet with you. I'll just meet with you when we sign the listing. Because after that, my assistant's gonna show up. You cannot, like, how is that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
me and my clients actually we communicate on the like WeChat all the time too.
Yes.
So that's how you get to know your clients even more too.
When you say all the time, define all the time. Because typical agent, they communicate once a week.
Yes. Most
Once a
of my
week?
clients like some every day, some every 2-3 days. So it depends
It
because
depends
some
how
have
they-
different schedule for work. So it depends. Yeah.
So you are able to have the time to service that, and at the same time have a life with your husband there, right? And that's the balance that we have. So you talk about, most people talk about life work balance. You know what you just said just now? There is no such thing as life work balance. You always focus 100% of the time. When you are with your family, when you are with your husband, you focus 100%. You are present. You are there. You block out your time. That's why I think that's part
Like
of
you
the
can
reason why
see me
you go.
going for the road trips.
I know. I think the reason why you always go hiking because you just don't want to receive our phone calls, right? But you focus. You are present. When you are with the client, you are present 100% of the time.
I think hiking is the same. It's when you start, you have to focus to get to a destination. There's no turning back.
Is this, talk more about that.
As in, once you start hiking, even though you know that it takes like 3 hours to get there, your focus, your destination is all the way at the peak of the mountain. It takes 3 hours? Okay, 3 hours.
That's good.
Yeah, you just have to be focused.
Yeah, winners never quit.
Yeah, no turning back.
Yeah, not to regret. You cannot be in the middle and say, okay, I'm
Yeah.
going back now. Well, you could, right? You could do that. But that would be weird.
Yeah,
Like, just you only
it
like-
defeats the purpose. Yeah.
That's good. So that's the mindset.
That's the
winning
mindset.
mindset that you part of your activity when you do your hiking and say, okay, I have a destination, the point A, point B. I'm here to go to get point B. Just you focus on that. You be present. Okay, guys. So I hope you learned a lot of not only just the team system, but work life. Being extremely successful doesn't mean costing your life, but you gotta be present 100% of your time. Just like what Stella is talking about, the way you manage your schedule. Be present 100% of the time. That's powerful, Stella. Okay, if you have any more question about being successful in 2019, make sure 2019 be your best year ever. Comment below. Me and Stella will respond. Or if you've never been to our team, I'm inviting you for a backstage tour of our team. If you want to meet Stella in person, right? Or me, myself, Stella, or anybody in our team, we can host a backstage tour of our team. So that way you can see the inner workings of our team. All you need to do, call 626-789-0159 so we can set up a private backstage tour for you.